Let's see. Let's hit refresh on Twitch, make sure everything's good and going. Yep, looks like it. I don't know how long the stream's gonna go today. We're just gonna color and render out this line art that I have. So I guess it depends on how fast. Depends on how fast I am. And that's pretty much it. Uh I don't it's probably not here, but if Biff just hits me up and is like, "Yo, Sanic," I'd be down to do that afterward. But for now, it's just finishing up this Inkling version of Alcoa. So just chilling. How you been, Mestro? It's good to see you again. Relatively aimless. Uh, would it still be considered aimless? Would it be like aloof if it wasn't in a bad way? I don't know, man. Like, that's a mood. You know, sometimes it's just like, what am I doing? like, if it weren't for the schedule I set for myself with art and streaming and stuff, I don't know how, like, having this kind of grounds me in a way. Like, it's almost like having a 9 to 5, because at the end of the day, it gives me something to do. Hmm. I might change the color of the sweater. They're based off actual clothes in the game, but I don't think I'll limit myself to the same colors. I hope that you find something to focus on in a short while. Like I at least for me, the good kind of aimless doesn't last too long. Like I need something to do. Like it doesn't matter too much what I'm doing as long as I got something. I feel like most of us are like that though. Like relaxation's good and all, but like too much of it, not exactly. You can have too much of a good thing. Yo, it's Biff. How you doing, my man's? I'm starting to see how I'm just filling the flats in, and I'm feeling like this might be a really short stream. The boy dying? Am I dying? Or you mean you're dying? Or I'm just quick? Maybe. No, I mean just like I don't know. the There might not be much to do. I feel like coloring would take a minute, but we'll see, we'll see. Just too fast I got you. Play Tetris to fill the time. Uh Maybe. Sounds like a good idea. I I'll be here. Let's see. Maybe I mean I'd like to save playing Splatoon for Sunday. It's kind of like not completely blind because I used to really play that game, but you know, save the first few matches back, get that rust off for stream. Well, since this is an art stream, I guess I'll just state out some goals that I have. There's a lot of goals, but the reason why I've been doing a lot of art of myself is back when I was doing a YouTube channel with some of my buddies. We would take turns doing the thumbnails for it. So we were all art majors. And something about that was like really fun. And rather than have, like, even though it's probably the smartest thing to do is like take some art of whatever I'm gonna stream and then throw some text on it, I feel like I feel like my thing of having making everything myself is like something I'd like to be consistent with. Like, even if it's just for me, just being able to, like, maybe a month from now, just have a compilation of all like the different Alcoas. Feel like be a nice different thing. I don't know how many VTubers do their own art or draw themselves this much. Like, I honestly should try practicing being more active on like Twitter and stuff. Just because even though both of the things that I'm doing are online, my second account takes up a lot of my free time, or quote unquote free time. Technically, this streaming and the Alcoa stuff is where my free time is going. Some big eyes. Oh, I've been doing a little bit more research on the sublimation machines and the other equipment I'd like to get to eventually set up an online shop. And I'm gonna have to really resist the urge to just pump a bunch of stuff out just for the sake of learning how to use the machine. I might make some personal stuff. I feel like that's what I should do before printing like small pillowcases or something. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Not really feeling this track. Well, not that. All right. Spotify's Discover playlists are kind of hit or miss. I feel like over time, um, I've just strayed away from music most people would listen to. Not too sure how I would label my current music tastes when it comes to Spotify selection. Yo, Cone, how you doing? It's good to see you. Just get off work or chilling? Eating dinner? Hell yeah. Get them nutrients. Well, autosave, please. Really scary sometimes when the autosave just completely stops you and doesn't let you do anything. Let's see, since this is Splatoon drawing, are there any Splatoon mix stuff on here? I know there's some game remixes, but podcasts. Yo, I didn't know there were Splatoon podcasts on Spotify. That's crazy. I'd like to see like if there's some kind of there is. All right, let's see. Some lo-fi mixes in here. Hell yeah. The kind of vibe we need. I've brushed on it before, but Splatoon has had one of the biggest impacts on me, I think, art-wise. Cause it like hit at a time where while I was going to school, it like completely absorbed like my game time. Well, because being a student just kind of straps you for cash, and I don't play. I haven't played many games, but like just went heavy on the ones that I did have growing up. It's still like that now. I don't. I don't play much except for the few that me and my buddies kind of just completely sink our time into. These multiply. It's a little too. This blue is a little funky. Something like that. And do a bit of a glow. See how that works. Hi Zeshkai, how you doing? You can see here we're just chilling, passing the time, getting this thumbnail done. Hold on. Yeah, you can see it a bit. Just like the freakish amount of layers already starting to pile up. A lot of my current workflow I have to thank Splatoon for. Because it wasn't until I want to say my second year of university that I was really getting into making digital art. And most of it was Splatoon fan art. Old account, I don't know if it's still up. It was back when I was using Tumblr before the great purge. Am I finished yet? No. Feel like this stream will be a really good timer to see just how fast I really am. But yeah, the great Tumblr purge of when was it? Like 2016? Something like that? I don't even remember. It feels like so long ago. Gonna try to do something slightly different with this picture. Because as fast as I am, most of it's due to me having just kind of like one specific way that I draw and render. And I think this is gonna be one of the first full render pictures. I did some as a commission, but I took them down because they were using my old name and icon, and I need to remember to re-upload those. But if you guys were around, it was a commission for Elusive VA of his OC and Midna, and one with Squiggly. Man has some taste. 2018, damn. It feels like it was a lot longer. I'm liking this so far, though. It's coming up pretty nice. Oh, I don't want to come across as like me gassing myself up when I talk about art. So I know back in the Tumblr days, some people would be like, "You sound full of yourself." But I kind of feel like I do hold that saying of you gotta be your own biggest fan close to heart. Just because I feel like having a positive outlook on the stuff you make um not only makes you think differently about your work, but helps you produce better work. Like Like, yeah, you're not supposed to act like you're the best because any kind of art form, there's always new stuff to learn. Like, I don't think you can completely master drawing and kind of reach a point where you're like, "Yup, I'm done learning." Like with this whole VTuber stuff, I like to think I I find a balance between being able to admit when I do something good, but at the same time not take myself so seriously that I inflate my head. Let's see what's been going on. I've been falling down this rabbit hole of how to become a streamer just cuz prior to this account, the only kinds of streams I would have would be silent art streams. I streamed a game like once with a friend on one of my art accounts just for fun so I could hang out with people and talk. But it's a different kind of vibe trying to not make a living but kind of build, if not a community, just like a small tight knit group. I ate Zishkai, but I don't know, it's there's something kind of nostalgic feeling about how I feel, the kind of vibes I get from the VTuber community. Like I feel like I'm thinking about Tumblr a lot just cuz it kind of does bring me back to the those days a bit where just cuz on the other side of the Twitter art community doesn't quite feel like a community the way that the VTuber stuff does, if that makes sense. Well, I hearing these cans clack. Forgive. I always got to be drinking something during the stream. It's been a minute since I've talked to the people I've met on Splatoon Tumblr. Actually, wonder how some of those people are doing. It's crazy to think how you can not only be very active in certain communities, but just because the internet's not a physical space and you can kind of pop in and out of these communities, it's like entering and leaving different like non-existent spaces. It's really strange. Kind of like how Newgrounds feels like a rough and tough skate park where at least back in the day it was like it was almost like a pit where a bunch of creatives would just kind of make whatever made them laugh or what they thought was funny or cool. And it was so small that like I remember, what is it, in middle school, just trying to do the whole, oh, I'm making my own anime inspired thing, and this dude just blasted me with like, yo, this is garbage. Like, what are you even doing? And that was his whole shtick, was like he would blam new creators because this is just how he would spend his time. And a bunch of people knew him. And I feel like a big reason why a lot of currently popular or creatives that came from there kind of blew up the way they did was partly due to the nature of that site that was like very kind of like toughened you up. Cuz recently, with the whole quote unquote drama, I wouldn't, it's not necessarily a drama, but the whole VTubers are content creators and you should be creating content. Like, the VTuber community is kind of nicer, definitely nicer than my first experiences with Newgrounds, but it's starting to have that kind of, excuse me, it's kind of have that we're in this together vibe of, let's really put what's the phrase? It's like put our noses against the something. But it's getting a vibe of kind of a mutual respect for anyone that's starting to really crack down on finding their creative voice. Wait, let's see. Linear burn? Do multiply. The VTuber community is definitely starting to feel the growing pains. Yeah, like I'm like, I've been on the internet just recreationally since I was like 12. So it's been a straight up decade and a half. And as a content, quote unquote, content creator, just kind of like an artist posting my stuff online, it's been like 5-ish years. And there's definitely like cycles to communities. And right now, the VTuber community is definitely going through some kind of its own version of this cycle. Because while while Callie brings up a good point of that VTubers should be creating content, at the same time, I feel like there is a subsection of the community that is perfectly fine with just kind of interacting with others behind a custom avatar. And like, props to people that are creating things. And I know a lot of VTubers, this isn't like their first time creating things. Like it's definitely not my first time doing this. Not doing this specifically, like streaming, but just making stuff in general. And oof, not that. Like even if the VTuber like community doesn't, it's a little early to say, but I don't know how like what the staying power of this community is. But for sure you're going to see a lot of prominent creatives come from this community. Like this will be a lot of people's origin stories, you know? Like this is it's like a Newgrounds without a website. Let's see. It might be better to make this red. There we go. And then go in afterwards with a slightly, just very slight glow. Been lurking on the internet and communities for like 15 years and I've seen all this before. Yeah, like it's crazy how just seeing similar things unfold, right? Communities run in cycles. Like it makes me excited to see what the eventual branches will be, cuz I feel like the whole, like I've been seeing the word V-tweeter come around, and some people are really proud to be V-tweeters, and some of the less savory people are using it to insult. But it's like like we're seeing the branches form, right? It's really cool to see. But with the internet's like just constantly proven that there are no rules to anything. Recently there's been this collective shock that Post Malone used to be a Minecraft YouTuber, and that he's friends with like Sky and his friend group, or they had a little circle going. Like I'd love to see some artist like years from now have their version of that, where it's just like, oh yeah, I was a VTuber back in 2021 to like 2025. So isn't Terry Crews's son like becoming a VTuber? Like that's crazy. The interesting is that a VTuber can be part of any community. Yeah, like it opened the door a lot for like all this tech opened the door for people that wouldn't normally be open to streaming. Like I definitely would not want to like put a webcam on and stream that way. All right. How do I how do I get rid of bot? Let's see. See, click on the name. How do I delete this? I'm super boomer when it comes to Twitch. So I don't know all the tools yet. Let's see. I'm gonna have to Google this. So we hover over it. It says there's supposed to be a little trash can to delete it. Hmm. It was taking me a hot minute to figure out. There we go. Okay. Dang, that took a second. The only experience I have is not knowing. Squid Kids be shiny. Skin shouldn't be this shiny though. I haven't finished going through the effects. Let's make it a purple. Let's see, linear burn. Close. Let's see. What am I tackling right now? Ah, let's get this hand. But just going back to the topic of VTubers as a community, I was seeing that someone's interested in starting a like an esports team just off VTubers, and I'm like just imagining imagine getting to finals, grand finals, and just to keep the VTuber bit alive, you don't see the team you're fighting against, they're playing against. You just see some screens in front of computers broadcasting their gameplay on there. Like, A, that's ridiculous, and B, I hope that happens because that'd be the best. Right? Like, I cannot wait because I don't think the whole 2D avatar as a concept has even begun to show what kind of shenanigans it can pull off. Like, who was it, Juniper, that had like a whole monster version of their rig, like during a Hollow Knight run? Like, that's crazy. There's already companies making temporary like stream accounts for anime characters. Like School Days did a thing back in December. Uh Yu-Gi-Oh did a tournament where Kaiba you would play against Kaiba. Yeah, just it's like you talk to any animation student and they'll tell you that animation's not is not a it's not a genre, it's a medium, and we're seeing a new medium for content creators come up. Oh, autosave, please. Scare me. Can't wait to see all the drama channel. The real thing to look forward. What? Oh, okay. That's wait. Not what I want. There we go. Too much. I'll just go crazy with it. Dial it back afterwards. Something like that. Let's see, what's on this list? Oh, nothing. Empty layer. Okay. Go down. Like 1 second. All right. Are we back? My audio okay? All right, cool. Where was I? I guess still gushing about VTubers as a community. Why'd you come in if you just want to go back out? 1 second. All right. Is my audio back on? Hello? Okay, that's on. Hello? Okay. There we go. That was sorry about that. My dog came in earlier and demanded attention, and then after a few seconds of attention, demanded to leave. And I guess I was distracted by dog in room. I feel like I could have done this in a more efficient way. Alright, I think everything that has color has been shaded. Oh, except for the hair. Right. Definitely could have been smarter about how I've been coloring this so far. Right. Let's try being just a little bit more efficient with this one. Oh. White, white. There we go. Oh, okay. No. I could have sworn I did this. Don't tell nobody. Gonna be a slight error in this. Okie doke. I think this is how the shoes were. Wait, gonna have to put a different vibe here. What we got? Oh, let's do this fast. Neat. Oh, almost forgot the cup. That'd be a bit much. All right. Excuse me. Probably shouldn't have cracked my drink open so early today. Oh, we're getting close. It's kind of it's a little weird coming off of autopilot when it comes to coloring. I was able to do it a lot more with sketching and lining. But vibes are maybe a tad too chill. What you drinking? Well, earlier in the day I had a rain, which is an energy drink, and I used it because before stream I was working on a commission. The can I cracked earlier was a Coke Zero, but I also have a water right next to it. I'm a fiend for drinks. Favorite energy drink brand? It's pretty good. I try to get like the zero sugar ones. It's not like energy drinks are that healthy for you anyways, but I'd rather get the ones that don't have an extra bad thing on top of it. I haven't tried G Fuel yet, but at, at at some point I will. I'll just make it a thing to try different energy drink brands. It might honestly be a bit of a healthier call to get back into just straight coffee. Rain or bang. I haven't tried sour apple yet. I tend to stick with orange dreamsicle. I used to drink Monster like a lot, but at some point I just admitted to myself that it kind of tastes bad. I'm gonna have to try the sour apple. Yeah, I don't know if it was just brand loyalty or what, but I stuck with Monster for such a long time. An unreasonable amount of time. Alright, let's see. Original sketch had this rectangle here. Throw a color on there. Weird thing is I only recently started drinking energy drinks. Honestly, it's such a bad habit. I would not recommend it. I mean, 300 milligrams of caffeine to get through work. Dude, I feel you. I feel you so hard. It's all a trick, though. Like, occasionally when I can, take like a week off of caffeine. Just, or I tried taking a week off of caffeine just so that, I don't end up going down the rabbit hole of, one of my old roommates would mix a, was it a 5-hour energy drink with like a Red Bull and drink that to stay alive. Building that tolerance to the caffeine where energy drinks just become a soda. This is a dangerous way to live, Cone. Life can be rough. I got the energy drink habit though through just through school. Like just having those crazy, because a lot of instructors will try to line up their stuff so you don't have multiple things due on the same day. But even though their intentions are good, they almost always seem to be due on the same day. All right. I think we're just about there. If I do this. Get a little bit. Throw a little filter over it. And now just the color. I don't know, I'm digging the pink. Maybe the background color? Ooh, that looks... Alright, alright. We will pop this back a step. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, I like that. Looking kind of schneid. Alright then. Welcome back. Made it back just in time. Just doing some finishing touches here. Okay. Oh, this might be a bit too strong. Normally I haven't been or before I wasn't the biggest fan of this effect, but it's been growing on me the last few months. Do some Berlin noise. Something that'll make the colors pop a little. Right? And I think this is it. Done with our thumbnail. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Thanks for keeping me company while I work. Next stream is this Sunday. I'm gonna be playing Splatoon for the first time in like literally 3 years. So I hope to see you guys there.